Rebels will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. From the gun, he leaves it with the bat.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are...
Turning it on! Quick step and go. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. And everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! The hen yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellis. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Morrison. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The give on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately. Causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They boot it away. He gets a block. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Now facing a third and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Morrison. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Going right to work up top. Takes the easy completion. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Fakes the catch. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got a little space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might as well give it to him again. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
They'll go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that 1st half in the 1st order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on 1 play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds a man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about
turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Finds his man open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rebels. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Oh, he's got some space. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dumps it off in the flats. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kemp. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilkerson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that